Yeah, and you would be big and strong.
Yeah.
You would be big and strong. You big and strong. You be big as a damn house. That's why I like look at all these kids, like these old overweight kids and stuff, or there's a weaning process. You know what I'm saying? Like there's enzymes and things when when you're breastfeeding and all that stuff like that for the women and for the kids that puts things in your body to make you grow. Um, and a lot of them become healthier. So I just tell people, man, this is just something that I choose to do. It's not that hard actually, but you got to be prepared. You got to have stuff, snacks, and all that kind of stuff like that that you can eat. I'm not you want to slip here and there, but that's okay. You know what I'm saying? But once you start
You
to
won't slip
understand it,
back into the meat though.
nah, I'm not slipping back into the meat.
Right.
No, when I say slipping, I mean
Like a
you might
snack.
eat some snacks or something like that, just bad that may be bad for you too. But every once
Do you ever eat hummus?
I don't like hummus.
Just chickpeas. I had it yesterday. I had it today too. I like it.
It's not. But you know what? Maybe if I try, it's like a different thing. It's like I made these. I made these. I made some cabbage, and
You don't like cabbage, I know.
no, I don't like cabbage, but I made cabbage, and it was damn good. And what I did was, like, I mixed it, and then I put like a little extra cayenne in it to make it spicy,
Hmm.
and then I tried something new that nobody else probably thought about. I took a couple slices of the orange, real thin, and I put it in towards the end, and then I put a little bit of honey in it with the salt and the honey and the sweet, and it's good. It really is good. That spicy, that sweet, that tangy, all of that works pretty good. I really enjoy it. So I just tell folks out there, man, just do what's good for you. Um, because at the end, healthy people die too. People that
That's true.
sometimes it's just in your genetics. It's in your genetics. And then Kellz come over here with a half dead battery.
It's dying.
It's dead and it's not dying. It's deadened.
It's
So
dying.
I just tell folks, man. Like I said, this is day 25. I lost 22 and a half pounds. Next week, I'm going to amp it up, and I'm going to really go in on my cardio next week. I'm probably going to double up because I got a goal. I want to, by the end of this process, in the 60 days, lose over 35 pounds. So I
Me
want to
too.
35 pounds. Girl, you better not lose no 35 pounds. You be walking around here talking about crackhead Kellz. Crackhead Kellz. They said, what the K stand for? Crack. don't, we don't need Kellz. We lose no damn 35 pounds. So, did you see that they're talking that the Falcons are actually in negotiations for Matt Ryan's contract and talk about he's in the possibility of becoming the highest paid player in the NFL.
They need to stop. A guy told me the other day talking about they trying to get Jimmy Graham. I said, Jimmy Graham who?
Didn't he go to what team did Graham go? He went to
Seattle.
Seattle, right?
Hmm.
So they don't have they let him go.
No, but I don't know if he's out of contract or whatever. But he was looking at. I mean, he had even said something about coming back. New Orleans had said something about talking to him. I was like, he's probably more bound to come back to New Orleans
Right.
than he is to Atlanta. And the thing is Jimmy Graham is to New Orleans like you have like what's the guy's name that they let go from Atlanta?
Uh,
Can't call his name.
uh,
And he always have something to say about New Orleans. So it's kind of like that type of relationship.
right.
But I mean, I think this upcoming season is going to be very interesting. But I can't see them making him the highest paid. It's a lot of people that are Atlanta Falcon fans that don't even like him.
I know. I just think that he's not bad, but I don't think he's. They better try to go ahead and get one of these because now I don't understand. Minnesota has three quarterbacks, and all three of their quarterbacks are going to be free agents at the end of the year.
That's crazy.
And then they're talking about
That's it, Roddy White.
yeah,
He knew exactly
yeah,
what I'm
yeah,
talking about.
right.
Roddy White. That Roddy White. That's
Yeah, but
Jimmy
no,
Graham is
but
the equivalent of Roddy White. That's
yeah,
how he
but
is.
but you know what the funny thing about it? I didn't think Roddy White totally sucked, but
I liked
he
him.
must have sucked because no team picked him up, or did he retire? But I don't think
I couldn't believe they let him. I actually liked Roddy White.
right. So
Aside from what he had to say about my team, but I
yeah,
liked
well,
him.
she takes stuff
Yeah,
personally.
I liked
So
him.
You can't be talking about her team.
That's
Gonna
very
Kellz
funny.
Kellz get at you. So you gotta be careful what you say about Kell's teams. So you know, you talk about all these quarterbacks. So like I said, Minnesota has three quarterbacks. They're all going to be free agents, and then they're trying to get Kirk Cousins,
Hmm.
and so they might end up letting all of them go, and then get Kirk Cousins if possible. Then you got the Cleveland Browns who have the first pick and the fourth pick, and
I just be praying. Just don't pick me. Just
and
whatever.
that's a shame. That that
It
that
is.
that
It's
that
the truth.
that goes to into an organization. The fact that you can't, like, it's been too long for you to be stink this long.
Yeah.
There has to be something else that's in play, and it's not can't be the players. Your personnel choices and your trainers are bad choices because they seem not don't seem everybody that
Why do
goes
these
there
people still
stinks.
have jobs?
But everybody that goes there stinks. Like name, like you'll go there and you'll be the stuff for a minute, but then that's it. I mean, everybody stunk there. They stunk so bad that they had. Then Johnny Manziel was there for a few years. He stunk. They stunk so bad that they had to keep him around just to, like, that was their biggest revenue. See what the hell Johnny Manziel going to do. So I just think with this whole NFL thing, man, I just think that this is going to be a very interesting season. All I can say is that with my championship Philadelphia Eagles, I get to gloat for, another 6 months or so until,
You
the
get to
next.
gloat into Super Bowl or whenever. Well,
Right.
I guess let's see what happens. But yeah, you still get to go.
So we'll see. So we'll see how that goes. So, you know, with that being said, what else we got going on now? What else you got going on? Know what else I was thinking about? What do you think about everybody that was going to the Black Panther with the African garb and stuff on?
I didn't see an issue with it because once they even went into the movie, in the movie they had it on. So
Right.
I didn't really see an issue with it.
Right, but you know what the funny thing is? Like this thing is going to break all kind of records, right?
Hmm.
It's close to 400 million already, and the weird thing is, and then it's always people that always try to look at the extreme other side. If y'all took your time and you did this with the presidential election, Trump wouldn't be in there, which is it may be some truth to that. But like I told people last year when we doing a show that I told people that electing Trump was probably the best thing that ever happened. Not because he's doing great things, because it'll let everybody understand. Like when you elect and put somebody in there like that, and you're not paying attention to it, then you're going to understand what it's like to not be involved with politics and not pay attention. And if when you don't do things, this is what you get. And Trump and they're going. I'm telling you, not even us, but legislation is not even going to let somebody like Trump get in there again. Everybody thought, well, he's going to do. No, he's not. He has
Well, you
been.
got so many things that's going on. You got gun control. You got NRA. Like, I mean, it's just so much stuff. Stuff just coming. They have all these issues, but they can't ever figure out what's going on with this whole Russian thing.
Right. And it made, like, Trump, I think he wake up in the morning, you know what? I'm going to talk to legislation. I'm going to change the color of Pop Tarts.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, honest, it's that ridiculous. The stuff that he does is just like,
I mean,
for me,
and it's like he says stuff and he does not even think before he says it. Like, even when he was talking about the coach that got killed at the school in Florida, and it was so disturbing because I was listening to him talk, which is very rare, but it was so disturbing because he said, "Now just think about it. If he had a gun," and I'm sitting here going, "But that's really not the solution, man. And that's really not what you should have said." But he's like, "If he had a gun, see, it'd probably would have been different. He
Right.
could have shot back." And I'm just like,
Right.
Did you say that, man?
Yeah.
To a grieving family, all the people.
I just, when it comes to Trump, I don't try to, like, a lot of people voted him in for selfish reasons, and people didn't go out. They just figured that Hillary's going to, like, nobody took it serious. Hillary's going to get in there, and it's like Hillary done fell off the face of the earth. Like, you don't even hear about her. So I just think that, with that being said, I just think that, let's see what happens. Because people laughing, but guess what? We might mess around and they keep playing around. He doesn't get a second term. So people better wake up and they better realize what the heck is going on. Um, and, you know, that's all I got to say about that. But I tell a lot of people, man, strive for your dreams, go for what you know, and don't let nobody stop what you want to do. The whole saying, and I tell people this all the time. It's an old saying. If you hang with nine broke friends, you bound to be the 10th one. Y'all take that and you digest it. You have to surround yourself with people that have like minds and
Absolutely.
have things that you and have commonalities to things that they want to do. And when you are around that, I'm telling you, there are people that hang around people that are millionaires that don't have a dime. That guess what? Eventually they become rich because they're around it so much, so they're afforded and they're putting opportunities to succeed. You have to put yourself around things if you ever think you're gonna get a chance.
I mean, this is a crazy thing because I don't. When I'm driving, it's normally Pandora, YouTube, something of that nature.
Right.
And it's just like the morning ritual is pretty much the same, but
Right.
for the last couple of days, I changed what I do. The route is the same, but I start listening to Les Brown. I start listening to Denzel Washington, different motivational speakers, Eric Thomas. Start listening to different motivational speakers as I'm driving. And I'll get a 30, 40, 45 minute, whatever it is, and I'll listen to the whole motivational thing. And another lady was on, and she was saying how when you wake up, before you check an email, before you scroll a timeline, hit an Instagram, a Twitter, a Facebook, set three goals. Three goals that you are going to accomplish for that day.
Right.
And we all know mindset determines where we go. And just listening to some of that stuff was so powerful. Oftentimes we talk ourselves out of our own dreams because we have the why should I? It does
Right.
not make any sense. What's
Right.
the use? What's the purpose? We talk ourselves, and I tell people all the time, I'm okay with people who do not want to be entrepreneurs, people that want to work in corporate America. I have an issue with that. But don't you dare try to talk somebody else out of their dream that they're trying to pursue just because you choose not to move forward.
You know, it's just like, you know, just like the same thing when I say that I don't eat meat, and then I have some people get on my line and they say, well, I ain't gonna never give up pork. Okay, that's fine.
I didn't ask you to.
I didn't ask you to give up pork. I'm just trying to. I'm not tagging you, and I'm just, you know, I'm just,
You tagged
you know,
me. My sister said, you tagged me, and I don't know what you were cooking, like oatmeal or something. I don't know what you were making. Oh, some smoothies or something. My sister said, where's yours?
yeah, I saw that one. I mean, I tag people I want to talk to,
Right.
but if I don't tag you,
Right.
and
I
there's
didn't
people
ask you to give up meat.
yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And my whole thing is that's just I'm
Or
just
if
showing.
I was you, I would see, that's the problem.
Exactly.
You're not me.
Exactly. So it's just like, you know, it's like I said before, it's not like you talk about people, you tell people, okay, this is what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't do this. You throw nuggets and tidbits out there, and then you say, hey, that's, you know, this is what I do, and then that's that, and you just move on.
That's it.
So with that being said, man, we're gonna go wind this thing up. Like I said,
Before my phone dies.
yeah, and her phone's about to be dead.
It is.
You know, one thing about iPhones, they last a little bit longer. But like I said, next week, man, it's going to be a little bit different
Not that
experience for you guys next week. And we going to make it do what it do. So what you got going on Sunday, Kellz?
Sunday, of course, we will be doing a recap of Black College, or excuse me, we will on Black College Experience. We will be doing a recap of all the sports from this week, of course, from the tournament, and then going into next week.
Right.
We will have Black College Experience at 7 o'clock, and I have some other stuff. Well, I can't announce yet because I got some other stuff that's going on, but we got this hashtag going, and we really need women to understand this. And some people think it's a joke. We're laughing, but it's not. When we hashtag it and you see it, the future is female. There is meaning behind it, and just look for it in the future because we're really serious about what we're going with that
Right.
hashtag.
So,
So,
and that's it.
good night.
Deuces.
My phone made it. Probably like 2%.